Here's an update. So we've talked about this on the show before. We've talked about AT&T. Hey, Ajit Pai, when he repealed net neutrality, he said, hey, this is going to help jobs. We have done some updates. It didn't do that. AT&T is actually laying people off of their jobs. They're losing jobs. And other cable companies are as well. Well, here's an update on some numbers. So AT&T promised 7,000 new jobs to get a tax break. It cut 23,000 jobs instead. And they also cut capital spending. So AT&T has cut more than 23,000 jobs. This is from Azteca. Since receiving a big tax cut at the end of 2017. So they lobbied for this tax cut. They lobbied for a tax cut. They said, give us this tax cut. They got the tax cut. Because Trump, just gave things away to corporations. We know he passed that horrible tax bill. And what are they doing with that tax cut that they promised would bring jobs? They're cutting jobs. They're cutting jobs. More than 23,000. So AT&T in November 2017 pushed for the corporate tax cut by promising to invest an additional $1 billion in 2018. Every $1 billion AT&T invests is 7,000 hard hat jobs. These are not entry-level jobs. These are 7,000 jobs of people putting fiber in the ground, hard hat jobs that make 70 to 80 grand per year. The corporate tax cut was subsequently passed by Congress and signed into law by President Trump on December 22nd, 2017, right before the holidays. Happy holidays, corporations. Everybody else, guess what? Your tax bill's gonna be higher. And you're gonna wonder why. Because I screwed ya. Working class, remember when I said I had your back? That, just like everything else I said, was a frickin' lie. You bought the snake oil. Hopefully in 2020, we don't have the option of nothing or snake oil. Hopefully we get better choices than that. We might not. I sure as hell hope we do. We might not. But, all right, getting back to this. Now, keep in mind, don't fall for the lies that they're going to feed you. This is an important, here's a couple important paragraphs. So, AT&T cut capital spending and kept laying people off after the tax cut. So, they did the complete opposite of what they said they were going to do. But AT&T's total employment was 254,000 as of December 31st, 2017, and rose to 262,290 by March 31st, 2019. But, this is important, AT&T's overall workforce increased only because of its acquisition of Time Warner Inc., which together added 31,618 employees during 2018. So, when they come at you and they're like, we've increased jobs, they're lying. They're fudging the numbers. What really happened is, yeah, there's more employees total because you merged, but you didn't actually increase your workforce. It's like, I have company X, and I get this big tax cut to invest in my company. What do I do instead? I spend less money, and I lay 10 people off. I have 30 employees. I lay off 10 of them. I have 20 employees now, and I'm cutting money. So I pocketed that tax break. And then I acquire another company. They also have 20 employees. So I'm like, hey, I did what I said I was going to do. I have 40 employees now. Dishonest, right? Yes. But this is what AT&T is going to try to do. They're going to be like, oh, see, we expanded our workforce. No, you didn't. You merged. And again, this was another horrible merger that shouldn't be happening. T-Mobile and Sprint, I believe, are trying to merge. All of these mergers are horrible. They are horrible in regards to a free and open internet, because these are all the companies that want to price gouge you and destroy net neutrality. They're waiting for net neutrality to go away completely. They're waiting for those court battles to end so that they can start price gouging the internet even more than they already do, so that they can have paid prioritization. And again, the article points out that they slash funding too. So this is another example of a lie from Ajit Pai. A lie from Ajit Pai. That rhymes. Has a nice ring to it. He said the broadband would increase. There'd be more jobs. That's a lie. It's happening the complete opposite all across the board. He said we get rid of net neutrality. There'd be more. That has not happened. Also, AT&T and other similar companies. AT&T is not the only culprit. They lobbied Trump for this tax break, saying they'd invest it in their workforce. They did the complete opposite. They cut spending and cut their workforce. So this is more of the corporatocracy just straight up lying to get what they want. They're not delivering on their empty promises, and they are facing absolutely no consequences for it because they have both parties in our government by the gullet. We have one party, it's the money party, and the donor class rules our electoral system. Happy Hump Day! Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make